It is November 12th, working on the Mazda. So this is version 3. So we've got the breaker up at the top here, lined up with the edge. That's on, that's off. So the cable mechanism is gonna need some work. Cable is going to come in through here, so we've got the cable can come in into this connector, and it's just going to terminate there and here, which is nice and short. We go through the contactor. We can also go through the pre-charge, which we won't be using for right now. I managed to break one of the posts off the pre-charge. Go through our 300 amp fuse, through 2 sections of bus bar, because I don't have any bus bar handy that happens to be long enough. Actually 3 sections of bus bar, into the breaker, and then out of the breaker we're coming to this post. This would normally come over to this side. I've stolen that post off of there. So we're going to go from here directly down through this hole to the motor on one of these large cables. The negative is going here, going through a shunt, and then it's going to go down through the hole. We're going to use the ignition switch over there somewhere to close this contactor and just give us 12 volts across the motor and run the car very aggressive acceleration, limited by what the lead acid batteries will put out, and then it'll top out at about 250 RPM approximately. The other thing that we're looking at was the back plate here has to clear this fitting, so either the back plate and the enclosure has to be on this side of that, or it has to be on this side of that. And since I don't really have the space, seem to have some space here, so I think I'll line it up inside here. I'm still going to have to take about 1 inch off for it to clear here, but that's okay. That's probably it for now. I'm going to get my large cable terminated inside this connector. There really isn't room for any slop, so I got one shot at it. I'll probably end up cutting it too long and then tightening it up. And then I'll tomorrow probably put the lug or the lugs on the end of the cable and get them bolted down. And at that point, we're going to move to the back of the car where I've got a similar connector going into the spare tire, and the cable's already been cut in there. I need to make another back plate like this for the spare tire well, for the circular port. And then I have to mount the insulators and the fuses there as well. Just to give me a disconnect means I won't have a breaker. I'll have a switch. Just the it's a 12 volt switch, but it's rated for 400 amps continuous, I think. So it'll give me a way of disconnecting it and making it safe back there. But I won't be able to disconnect it while there's power going through it, because it'll weld together. And that's about it for today.